So ClouD versus Stefano happening right now.
Yeah, ClouD being 2-1 in the season. He took out HeyPro that first play day, and I kind of forgot who he took out the second one. I used to know that, now I can't really think of it.
Oh wait, who was it?
He lost against TT1 in the last play day, that's all I know. He took out HeyPro, and I think he also took out Night End, 2-1.
That's right.
So ClouD having a 2-1 start in the season. Same goes for Stephano. Stephano is 2-1 as well. This is of course a previous group. As the other group we just casted, guys, but once more this is a game that has been played or couldn't be played yesterday because of a scheduling conflict.
But it's an important game because both these guys are 2-1, and they're basically battling for that top spot. Top two are the ones that are guaranteed playoff spots.
Almost.
More or less.
Yeah, not every second place, but yes. All the top first, and the winners of the group are of course always guaranteed of playoff spots. And then I believe it's the 4 best number 2s as well, which sounds a little bit complicated, but it's not that complicated.
It's really about points.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah, so if you don't win your group but you have a lot of points, you'll
So we can say, instead of saying the 4, 5 top number 1s and the 4 number 2s, we can just say the top 9 point earners.
No, but I mean, if you win your division, you will always be qualified. Just because everyone in your division goes 6-3 doesn't mean that you won't qualify for the playoffs. So it's everybody who wins their group and then the best number 2s.
Okay, we'll stick with that.
That's how it is, man. Millennium Stefano is 2-1 in this season so far. He only had 1 loss, which was unfortunately a walkover because he had to play against Puma, but Stefano decided it was time for a holiday.
Yep, he was skiing in the Alps with a bunch of beautiful people.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a pretty good decision, man, because Stefano came back and he played in the Take TV Reloaded tournament over the past few days.
Turns out he gets better when he doesn't play than he does when he's practicing.
It's absolutely insane, but Stefano cruised through that tournament like it was an easy tournament. Well, it was not. It was an excellent tournament. In my opinion, 32 of the best players in Europe and North America were there. Of course, quite some big names were missing as well, but it was a very, very strong tournament. At the end of the day, man, there was only one man who was able to take 1 map of Stefano, and that was Mana, so congratulations to Mana. As Stefano said, congratulations to Mana for taking a map out of me. He didn't congratulate Kaz or Robbie for getting 2nd or 3rd, no. Congratulations to Mana for winning a map against me.
Oh, Stefano. Do you think when he's like skiing down, he's just skiing along, like dodging some trees, he's like, maybe if I made a roach at this time, I could win a game against so-and-so.
I don't know.
I kind of think, I imagine that's what's going on. Like, all that hair is like flapping in the breeze, and he just has like a revelation.
Yeah, it might be possible.
It's like, today I'm going to experiment with drops.
I think he's a true miracle. I really think he is. Like, I've been around in esports for a long time, but I've almost never seen a kid like Stefano.
It's like chess has Bobby Fischer, classical music has Mozart, StarCraft 2 has Stefano.
Okay. In what way are you seeing that?
I'm just saying that he's a true artist, a true genius.
Yeah, he is to some degrees. It's just insane how easy things seem to come by for Stefano. Like, did you ever hear Stefano say that like he deserves a lot of respect because he's working so hard? Or did you ever hear him say that Zerg is weak against so and so?
Nope.
It's just the complete opposite.
Yep, Stefano's like, I don't really know I'm so good. I just eat baguettes and drink beer.
Yes. I wake up at 4 AM to play some random guy.
I like moisturizing.
I like moisturizing. So yes, guys, Ben, talk us through the openings, because you haven't really been very useful this guest.
Looks like macro styles on both sides. ClouD's going to be playing Wonderax fast expand into some biotank, and Stefano just doing what Stefano does. He's gone hatch first. He's droning up really hard. He's still mining gas. That's going to be for those upgrades. I do expect him to play the Zergling Infestor style that he's so known for.
And this was a super economic opening from ClouD. Command Center first against a player like Stefano. It's kind of interesting.
Well, Stefano's not really known for his, as I say it, he drops a Roach Horn. Stefano's not really known for his all-ins, but look, he stopped at 35 drones. He's going to make 2 more drones. He's going to build a Baneling nest.
1 more. Maybe he's just making safety roaches because he doesn't want to be run over by Hellions. Now he makes 4 Overlords at once though, so I think maybe you were right with your original read. And he's going to try to put on some Roach Baneling aggression. ClouD is a player, guys, who we hyped up a lot in the early stages of this season. We were very promising regarding ClouD's recent playstyle. He was playing so extremely well. But over the last 2 weeks, man, I've been a little bit less happy with the things I've seen. And I love ClouD. He's such a great guy.
Yeah.
But he's also such an emotional guy. And as soon as things don't go his way, you can see it straight away in the way that he plays StarCraft 2. Because he can be subs on that absolute top-notch European Terran. But if things don't go his way, then he's just He's just too distracted.
When Cloud's hot, he's one of the best players outside of Korea. He's literally like top 5. But when Cloud's not hot, when his mind
he drops so far.
Yeah, it's a world of difference. It's a completely separate person, a completely separate player. So Stefano shows those roaches. Cloud is going to retreat back with the Hellions. I'm interested to see if the Lings maybe go around the other way, but no, they're just going to follow right behind.
Cloud finishing this wall straight away. He's going to try to save some time with these Hellions, but ends up losing an Hellion. But I couldn't have described Cloud any better, and I really think that like if Cloud is his A game is very, very good, but his B or C games are already getting a lot worse. Or actually, like his C is already very bad.
Yeah, Cloud's got an A game and a D game. And
there's almost nothing in between.
So Stefano, he's not completely all in with this. He's taking a third hatch behind it and adding Evo chambers. So
I think that's because Cloud scouted this pretty well so far, and that he's actually just Stefano's still gonna try. He's gonna try to
great shot by the Hellions on those Banelings. The Hellions are doing a great job. The first bunker falls, but there's still so many units behind it. Here we go. SCV's coming off the line for Cloud. More roaches and Lings streaming into Cloud's got enough, Kev.
Yeah, he's got more than enough. He will clean this up without losing all that much. And that Mew's kind of useless though. But other than that, he's doing a really good job. I would love to see those SCVs just go back to mining right now.
That was a great
defense. That
was
a really good hold by Cloud.
Yeah, it comes out of it 36 workers to 43. So he's down slightly, but he is on double orbital. Should be okay. Stefano, he's got some Lings out on the map, but that's about it. Production tab shows us that he's still producing Zerglings. What are you thinking, Stefano?
Yeah, he's getting those 1-1 upgrades, those upgrades that he loves, but he still doesn't have a lay attack, and that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and take another look at that bust, see just how well Cloud holds here. Roaches and Banelings coming forward. Notice how the Hellions get some good shots off on Banelings, and the Banelings don't all blow up on the bunker or on units. That's actually very critical. SCVs come out to support, and from this point on, they're just basically a buffer between the two players. We are going to jump back into the game now as Cloud's starting to get a little bit aggressive, pushing with some Marines and some medevacs. And notice how Stefano is so on top of everything, canceling creep tumors as soon as he sees units.
Stefano's going to try to get the surround straight away. There are quite a few Marauders, so that will actually work out. And then things are fine for Stefano after all once more, because he is on 3 hatches. Even though they're even in workers right now, Stefano should find a window soon where he's able to produce quite a few drones. And you know how quick the work count goes then, man. Yeah,
with 3 hatcheries, with triple injections. Is there a 4th hatch? Not yet. But yeah, Stefano, when he decides to start droning, should be able to close that gap. Cloud, I don't know if Cloud realizes he's in as good of a position as he is, because the worker counts are so close, 45 workers to 47. Third command center is building, so that's good news for Carlo.
Well, yep, yes, he didn't mention it yet, so thanks to you, Ben. He's going to try to pick off one of these evolution chambers with those Marauders, and he will be able to do so. And he picks up the upgrade as well. It was the armor upgrade. So that's a pretty big one as well, because of course we all know what happens to Zerglings when they face tanks. Even though Cloud is not playing tanks yet, we might see some tanks in the near future.
Yeah, that may be the bigger upgrade to pick off, Kev, because basically the units that Stefano's fighting with, all melee units, they have to get in close. So without that armor upgrade, they're just going to take that much more damage as they're approaching, which means less units to fight with once they are in range. So well done by Cloud. I love that little snipe.
I love the creep threat so far by Stefano. As you said, he even cancels creep tumors when he feels like he's going to lose a few of them. And he's been really on top of that, and that just makes it so much harder for Cloud to be really aggressive, because we all know how scary it really is to enter creep, man. It's like entering the night.
Yeah, I really think, and you're all about these Game of Thrones references. Game of Thrones. I was about to say Game of Drones. Finally, Cloud's going to start scanning and picking off some of these tumors, which is, of course, what you need to be doing.
Stefano is playing the Game of Drones right now, man, since he's 12 drones ahead.
Yep, up to 64 workers. Solid 3 base economy, certainly enough to play Zergling. Zergling-centric style. He's not playing Zergling Infestor, surprisingly enough. It's a Zergling Roach Baneling, something we used to see Losira do a lot. Losira, a very good Korean Zerg on the IM team.
Cloud not really using the F1 worker key for idled workers. It's funny, because a lot of players are really keen on that, and some players don't use it at all. And it surprises me that Cloud doesn't really use it, because I think it's the most useful key in the game.
Yeah, I use it all the time.
Yep.
A couple units caught out of position here. Banelings not even going to need to connect, as the Roaches and the Zergling is going to be more than enough to clean it up. Look at Stefano continuing to push forward. All of a sudden, he's 30 supply ahead. Cloud left the door open. Stefano might be able to break all the way in. SCV's coming off the line, but there's Banelings in the way. Oh, my goodness. How did this happen?
Stefano just makes it look so incredibly easy. The upgrades are not even ready yet. This is not even a timing that makes sense. because 2-1 is about to finish, but Stefano just hits, and ClouD was a bit out of position, did not manage to siege up anything, did not have that wall race as you mentioned. Tanks sieging out or popping out on the wrong spot right there. And
wow, and even at the top of the map, ClouD was trying to drop, but Stefano was all over it, absolutely crushes it. GG comes out of ClouD. And what looks to me to be a pretty good position for our Terran player turns into a loss very quickly when ClouD gets caught out of position. I really think that's what it boiled down to. Let's take a look at the last fight where
ClouD was just a little bit out of position.
Yeah, he's out on the map, and even a little bit prior to that, he was too far forward, unsieged, and just wasn't able to get back to his base in time. And there's no hope against that army with what ClouD had. So.
But it's funny, you know, how people always make a big deal out of timings, and it's like, all right, you have to do this perfectly.
We're gonna hit our timing in 18 minutes.
Yes, this is like the counter timing, and like if you make an all-in like that, you have to stay really passive, because if your first all-in fails, you cannot do the same thing again. And Stefano, man, he just mocks all laws of StarCraft, and it doesn't make any sense.
He's like, upgrade's halfway done, let's attack.
Yes, my upgrade's about to finish in 20 seconds, but I see him out of the map. I think I can take him, and he just steamrolls. Stefano makes everybody look bad at StarCraft. I love hyping Stefano because he deserves it.
He absolutely does. Guys, we're going to play a very short commercial. That game was brought to you by Epson Projectors. Check them out, epson.com, for your own HD projector. Short commercial break, then we're back with Game 2, ClouD versus Stefano. Don't go anywhere. Don't do it. Just don't.